Imagine starting each and every day with personalized guidance from Thomas Aquinas himself, totally based off of your previous day's reflections, notes, diary entries, what have you. What if your daily notes essentially could be transformed into a profound reflections inspired by none other than St. Thomas Aquinas? Today we're going to show you exactly how I just made this automation and how you can too using ChatGPT, Make.com, and Airtable, right? So how does this work? Well, each night or during the day, whenever you want, whenever you have free time, you can send multiple notes during the day. You're sharing your thoughts, your worries as they happen, maybe after you reflect on them, right? And then all of your notes get compiled, right? And once they're all compiled, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when the Thomas Aquinas GPT looks at how you did during the day, looks at what you were thinking during the day, and comes up with a personalized advice, personalized reflections for you, personalized Bible plan, and of course, he wraps it all up with a prayer. So let's dive in to see how this works. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get Make.com. Make.com is essentially the automator's tool chest, right? And what you want to also get is something called Slack. So Slack is this. Then you want to start Slack.com. It's essentially a group messaging service, okay? We can use it for free in this instance to do what we want to do. So you want to download Slack on your phone to proceed, as well as just log into the computer. Then you want to create what's called a private channel. So to do that, it's pretty easy. You just click this plus channel, and then you type something in, okay? Just go like this, and then you want to click private, and then click create, okay? So then it's created, but of course, we don't need it because we already created it. Right here, called daily notes, right? So then what we're going to do is we'll be on our phone when we're doing this because there's an application for the phone as well. Well, we're going to say some notes about the day. For example, I'm feeling pretty mellow right now. I don't know which direction I want to take in my life. There's so many possible avenues where I can go. I'm struggling to listen intently to what God is telling me to do. I'm having trouble finding his voice. Then we just want to send that. That's just an example of a thought we have for the day, right? So now we go back into Make.com. So what we'll do now is we'll run this automation, and I'll describe exactly how it works. So that was quick. How did it do it? So the first thing we want to do is we want to right click here, add a module, and then we want to type in Slack. So for example, if we want a Slack module, we'll go here, and then Slack's already one I use. So then we just go like this. We want to click Slack, and then we want to do the watch private channel message right here. So this is what's going to do what we want, right? Then you're gonna connect. You're basically just gonna log in, and then right here, private channel. That's where we want to put the channel, the Slack channel. Right here is daily notes that we just created and spoke into. Okay, perfect. You can leave the limit as 10. It's fine. Then what we want to do is we want to do the same thing, create another module, but this time we're going to download a file. So here, this is what you'll get, right? It'll be blank when you open it up. You want to go here and then just drag and drop just like that. Then you want to add a ChatGPT module, which, like I said, to add a new module, you just go here and then you want to type in ChatGPT or OpenAI, pardon me. So OpenAI, and then what you're going to want to click is down where it says whisper. Right here, create a transcription. That's the one you're going to want to click. That's the one I have clicked. So then all we want to do is we want to take the file from Slack, download a file, as you can see. Model Whisper 1, it's fine. We want to go here on the next step. This is what's going to bring us into Airtable. So in Airtable, you can think of it as Excel with some higher and more advanced features. So when you're in Airtable, you're going to want to create a table. And then when you're in the Airtable, to create a table, to create a new field, you just click this button, Add Field. And then when you click these fields, you'll see that you can add different ones, different types, whatever. And if you don't really feel like messing around with that or messing around with the make, let me know. Actually, you don't even have to let me know. It's going to be available in the description. Just click it and you'll get everything you need. Point of this, I just want to help people out, so this will be free. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty cool. It transcribed exactly what I said. Now if we want and it placed it into the Airtable through here. So as you can see in Airtable, we go here, we do a connection, and that's just by logging into the Airtable account. We click our base, click our table. Our output fields are date and daily report. I want to extract all records that have today's date. So I make this equation in the formula tab or the formula field, okay? Then this is a router. A router you can think of as just splits into, you can split into however many you want. Doesn't really matter. Here's a cool thing about make. You can do auto align. See how that just kind of auto aligned it. Anyway, because there was not a record made for that particular date, there was nothing found, as you can see in this filter. Total number of bundles was 0. And a bundle is what is the output here. Total number of bundles was 0. So then it created a new entry, new entry, right? So say, for example, you want to put in multiple notes for the day. That's fine. Let's go back and I'll show you what happens. So we'll say here, I'm struggling to decide whether to outsource work or not. I have expertise in a lot of things, but some things I just feel like I can leverage better if I hire people to do it. So as you can see, it doesn't have to be a spiritual voice note either. You can put it however you want. Okay. Anyways, so let's go back to our make. We're gonna run this again, and it automatically picked up the newest message because it's not gonna pick up the message over and over again. Don't worry about that. And here is the filter for here. Because the bundles were more than 0, it went here, and what it did is it adds and stacks the messages on top of each other. If we go in here, we click this, we can see that there's a line space between the two messages we just had, right? So then what's gonna happen? Perfect. So now we'll go into our other, we'll save changes, of course. Now we'll go into our other make.com. This one's a little simpler. Make.com automation. And this one is going to actually harness the power of OpenAI, the assistant I made. And the OpenAI assistant I made, I used my perfect prompt formula. I used a knowledge base of all of Thomas Aquinas' writing. And so the output is going to sound exactly like Thomas Aquinas. So essentially, I'll show you my prompt as well. So as you can see, what's going to happen is the Airtable is going to pick up everything from today's date, today's date. Really what we'll do, this is just for showing you purposes, but we'll go back in here and we'll add a day or subtract a day because this is going to be sent at 6 a.m. every single day. So we want to gather the notes from the previous day, right? Does that make sense? So here is essentially the message. Thomas, please read it. Give me this. Now, what isn't shown is the assistant's prompt That's on OpenAI website. Basically, it's my perfect prompt formula. You put it in and it's good to go. Then Thomas is going to analyze what you said. Then it's going to send you a Slack message. Then it's going to update your Airtable. So if we run this right now, we'll see what's going to happen. Moment of truth. This is the first time I've actually tried this. So Thomas is really thinking, as you can see. He's going through all of his works, every single one. He's going to find the best advice for you. So now let's check out what we got. So if we look on Airtable, we see that Thomas gave us really nice response here, and then the status changed. Now let's look on our Slack, because this is where we're going to get it on our phone, right? And then we'll go Thomas Aquinas, and then here we go. So your journal entry reveals a state of tranquility, but also a sense of uncertainty and indecision regarding the direction of your life. You express difficulty in discerning God's voice and guidance, especially in the context of professional decisions, such as whether to outsource certain tasks. So this is fantastic. It's got us a beautiful Bible verse that Thomas picked up. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In your own ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. So you can see he's also drumming fresh from his Summa Theologia. Thomas Aquinas discusses the nature of choice. Okay. Here we go. Advice. This is awesome. It's given us some advice. Dedicate time each day to pray. Consult community. Reflection on talents. Reflect on the parable of the talents right here. Patience in decision making. And then it ends with a prayer. So as you can see, guys, this is just a quick, simple automation. Remember, this can be way more advanced. This is just touching the tip of the iceberg with a simple automation that you can use in your daily life so you can become a better person each and every day.